So what's it looking like on the outside in New Orleans? You heard the mayor of New Orleans has declared a mandatory evacuation for the city as Katrina approaches because the storm is shaping up to be the worst hurricane ever to hit that city. So let's go to New Orleans and find NBC's Ed Reams with the very latest.
Residents in New Orleans have been threatened by hurricanes before, but Katrina is different.
I wish I had better news for you, but we are facing a storm that most of us have feared.
The mayor of New Orleans has now issued a mandatory evacuation order.
Every person is hereby ordered to immediately evacuate the city of New Orleans.
Louisiana's governor making both sides of Interstate 10 outbound only to accommodate the traffic. The rush to evacuate also meant long lines at the gas pump, many stations running dry. People also stocked up on supplies. Even generators were in high demand.
It's going to be a big one. You've got to be ready for it.
At New Orleans International Airport, flights were booked, but some were left grounded.
At this point, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We have no place to stay.
Across the Gulf Coast from Louisiana to Florida, people are watching Katrina closely. In Mobile, James Carpenter isn't taking any chances, knowing Katrina's path could change at any minute.
I'm getting ready for it and hoping it don't come our way.
It's been 40 years since New Orleans has received a direct hit from a storm, Hurricane Betsy in 1965. But Betsy was only a Category 3. Katrina is now a 5, something this city has never seen.
And that was NBC's Ed Reams from New Orleans. Earlier, I spoke to Louisiana Governor Kathleen Blanco on what steps are being taken to help the city of New Orleans.
Well, the levee system is our primary defense network, but the fear is the storm surge may be as much as 15 to 20 feet. That means that much water possibly coming into the city. I don't think our levee systems could tolerate that level or that much water. Lake Pontchartrain sits right next to New Orleans, and the fear has always been that the way the winds would create a suction effect, it could dump water into the city. This is a very dangerous situation, and we haven't seen a Category 5 hurricane aiming so directly for our city in many, many years. And I think our people, in some respects, have gotten a little hurricane weary. These threats that don't materialize often cause people to say, well, I'm going to ride this one out. But on this one, we're asking them to take it seriously. I believe the pictures, when you look at the pictures of the hurricane in the Gulf, are very intimidating. I hope people take it seriously. It's important.
Indeed, the Gulf looks like a giant golden swirl right now. Not much blue there. I know you're extraordinarily busy right now. If I could, just a couple of quick questions. New Orleans itself, it's estimated that some 100,000 residents don't have cars. The metropolitan area, some 1.5 million people. How would you evacuate those people who can't move themselves?
Well, all manner of transportation is being utilized. We've got buses. Some communities are sending buses in. The community itself has the transit system will be utilized. Trains will be utilized. We're encouraging people to look after their neighbors. We're encouraging churches to contact their membership, especially that vulnerable part of their population that they know may not have transportation, just making sure that everybody is taken care of.